guys, how are you?
How are you doing today?
Yes, it's a cold day. It's chilly outside. I know I'm like this. Shelly warned me to put on a sweater. But
did.
because of the forecast, we thought it was going to be warm today.
Yes.
So I came out like this. Look at me. Look at me. Can you imagine? Okay, so we have to be faster. It's chilly. You see the breeze. I cannot put my
Anyways, guys.
Okay, so let's start.
Hello. Thank you for
joining us.
Yes, thank you for watching us right now. We hope that you subscribe. Hit that subscribe button. It just takes one little click, guys. One little click. Don't just be a viewer. Subscribe too, right?
Yeah. Share and comment down below too, as usual.
Yes.
And as usual, we also want to thank you for your support.
Thank you for your support.
Yes.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah. So our topic for today is
loveless marriage. How do you know you're in one?
Okay. A lot of people, I'm just going to start this way. A lot of people, when they just get married, the love is still in the air, right? There are different stages. The love is still in the air, right? They love each other. They do all sorts of things. They are happy with each other. Like you feel good in the beginning, but as time goes on, the love wanes off. It dies off. Why? Why is that? Like, what are the things that lead to a breakdown in the relationship, or that leads to a love affair being diminished? There are different factors, I think. Generally, when you've been in a marriage for a long time, you need to spice it up. It's not easy, but you need to spice it up in a way. I think that's what leads to a breakdown too sometimes, when the marriage is not being spiced up, especially when children now start getting involved, when you start having kids, with the routine, taking the kids to school, getting yourself busy generally with the kids sort of also lets the love wane off too. And in such a situation, I feel that you need to find time for yourselves, basically. It's not just the kids, just focus. You don't just focus on the kids alone. Yeah, you focus on the kids, but don't let it impact on your marriage negatively. You can be in love in the beginning, but most of the time, and this is what I noticed, most of the time when you've been in the marriage for a long time, it's not like in the beginning, right? I don't know if it's the love waning off, or it's just that you're already used to each other. And maybe in some instances it could also be that you need to spice things up. And that, like I said earlier, I think what really leads to that is when children start getting involved and you devote all of your time to the kids. In the process, you forget about yourselves, and the attention is diverted from yourselves. Even apart from taking the attention away from yourselves, also your own, especially with the woman, they forget themselves too in the process by not taking care of themselves. So that's an aspect of it. The signs you see when you are in a loveless marriage.
Yes.
Number one sign is you don't have sex like you used to.
Yeah.
Like if you're a person that usually has sex like maybe
often.
maybe like 3 times a week, it will reduce considerably, maybe to like once in 6 months.
I probably know once a year.
Exactly. Like that is a no. That is a sign that you are in a loveless marriage. And if you find yourself in such a situation, you might want to talk to a therapist to see how you can improve your love life, because that is what brings you together. It's the love that you have for each other. That is what puts fire to the love, like when you're close to each other. That is one factor. Another sign is when concerns for each other are reduced. when you don't feel emotionally attached to each other and you don't feel any concern for each other, like your partner doesn't care about you, he doesn't care about what you do, he doesn't care about where you go. For example, if you go out and you're out there in the night, your partner wouldn't bother, or your spouse wouldn't bother to call you to see where you are at. That is a big red flag. Like, there's something not right. Because if you are emotionally connected, if you're in love with each other, your partner would not even allow you to rest. He will ring down your phone, or she will ring down your phone to see where you are at, because she'll be concerned. Exactly. She'll be bothered about you.
And you know that a woman, trust me, if she stopped ringing down your phone, that is cause for concern.
And
right?
you know women are more emotionally attached to things. So when the woman is out of a relationship, that's it.
Yes.
That's it. And you know she's out. She's, you will see the sign. She won't even care about you at all again. You don't see them as a confidant anymore. You don't share your concerns with them anymore, or your secrets, or you don't share your ideas, or you don't share things with them anymore. When you have a confidant, and everything that bothers you, you have to take to your confidant. If you are not doing that with your partner, for example, if there's something happening at work and you don't feel like, I should take this to, I need to go home and, onboarding everything, or to offload everything to your partner, then it's a loveless marriage. If you don't feel that way, if you see yourself, calling someone else instead of talking to your partner, you need to think. You need to think about your relationship there. That means that you're not too close to your partner, because naturally, if things bother you, the next person you should be talking to is your partner. So you no longer see your partner as a confidant. So that's a sign that you're in a loveless marriage. And then another sign is if the fun is no longer there. In the beginning, you see the vibe, everything is going on fine. You go out, you're very happy. The fun is there, but the moment you see that there's no more fun in the marriage, that means that something has to be done. You need to fix your marriage. So, or you need to see a therapist to see how to spice things up. And like I said, things like this usually happen when children start to come in the picture, where your focus is completely diverted. We are not saying that don't take care of your kids. Yes, you have to take care of your kids, but at the same time, you have to see to yourself also. You need to spice things up. So that is another sign that you're in a loveless marriage.
Another thing when you're in a loveless marriage is you actually think about leaving your partner. So if you're married to them, you would think about divorcing them. If you're just with them, and because there's common law relationships as well, right? Not everybody wants to get married or wishes to get married, but the fact is you're in a relationship with this person, you want to stay committed and everything like that, right? So, but when you actually have thoughts of leaving the person, fantasizing about someone that maybe doesn't even exist, but it fits in your world of who your perfect partner would be, right? You fantasize about that person. And and a lot of times when you fantasize about someone, you put all that energy into that fantasy that you don't put it into your relationship, right? And so those are some signs that those are that's one of the other sign of like a loveless marriage. You think about divorce, or you think about leaving this person a lot. And I remember one time I was looking at quotes, because I like quotes, and I was like, this quote says yeah, so this quote said, I can't remember what I'm going to put the exact quote on here, and it says something along the line as your life would be totally different if you were with someone else, right? And it just put things into perspective for me, because I'm like, whoever came up with this quote, they must have been in a loveless relationship.
Yes.
Right? Just to think about that, right? I'm going to put the exact quote on it, and it gets you thinking sometimes, right? So, but that's something when you actually not think about being with this person, but being with someone else, even if that someone else is not in existence. You know what I'm saying? So yeah,
like you thinking like how would life be if you're with someone else, because you're not enjoying. If you are really enjoying your relationship, you won't even want to be with someone else. You'll be like,
doesn't come to your mind.
You'll be like, I don't even know what will happen, what will become of me if I'm with someone else, if I'm not with you. You want to stay with the person forever. That's it,
that's
basically.
your person. Like even like for example, I follow some certain people on my Instagram, and this person, like, they love their husband so much that every time they post their husband, they'll like, even in my next life and the life after and the life after, I will not want to be with anyone else. That's like, well, if it's real, because Instagram, what I'm saying, right? But if it's real, that's a good marriage, right? So, but when the opposite occurs, that's when something needs to happen. You need to go to therapy, as Addie said, or you need to sit down with yourself and talk about it.
Yeah. And also, you feel alone. Even though you're together, you still feel that loneliness. Hi, how are you? you still feel that loneliness, like you're alone, like you don't feel happy. If you don't feel happy in your relationship, know that definitely there's something wrong in that marriage. You don't talk to the communication breaks down, basically. If you cannot confide in like I said, you don't see the person as a confidant. If you don't confide in him, you are not close to yourself. You feel alone generally. You feel better when you are with other people as against your partner. So when you feel that way, then you need to talk things out. Okay, so we wish you all a pleasant evening, afternoon, day,
wherever you are, guys.
Wherever you may be. All right, bye.